Good afternoon, everyone. Why I am so excited to have you all in here. Oh my God, look at this. This is day two of the Magnetic Confidence Masterclass, the 3-day event. I love seeing all of you in here, committed to your own results, committed to your own goals, committed. How awesome is that? This is a Thursday afternoon, supposedly happy hour for many of you, especially those in Saudi. Yet, look at you. Look at you. You are here and you are committing to your goals. How awesome is that? This gives me really goosebumps. Look at Zahra and Rawan and Fatima and Umayma and Athir and Ibtisam. Thank you for committing to your own results, for saying, yeah, I deserve it. If you don't see the sign, if you have been wondering, but why do I need to give this time to this master class? Then you have your answer. There is something inside, that burning desire, that amazing stuff that creates words, that is trying to come out, that's trying to find its reality in your physical reality. It's a goal, it's a big dream, it's a burning desire that's trying to come and emerge out of you. And you are the only one who is going to give it the space, the container to become reality. Understand this. It's not about, oh, I can do this or I can do that. You are supposed to give that container for these goals to happen. Welcome and good evening, everyone. We had an amazing day one where we talked about goals, and I hope you did your homework. If you haven't done your homework, and first of all, tell me, do you have your playbook? You're gonna need the playbook to be able to do the exercises. Listen, nothing happens until you start writing, until you start putting pen to paper, until you start scripting. Those words you are putting on paper, they get scripted and encrypted in your subconscious mind. I'll tell you about how important it is to encrypt things into your subconscious mind. This is huge. So, if you don't have pen and paper, I want you to have pen and paper. If you don't have your playbook, drop in the chat that you don't have the playbook or comment playbook, and we will have the playbook drop, the link to the playbook dropped in the chat box. And by the way, the playbook is fillable, meaning you can start typing on it right away as we speak. So you have absolutely no excuse not to get started on writing a big, scary, inspiring goal for 2025. How awesome is that? Let's see. Let me share. Do you have your playbook? Do you have your playbook? Hello. So yesterday we talked about the importance of having C-type goal. Listen, stop playing small. Stop playing small. Stop playing from the sidelines of life. Stop saying, maybe I can do this or I can. Listen, you are meant to be more, to have more, to create more. You say, why, Nabila? How do you know? Because we don't know who we are. We don't know how much we are capable of doing things. We don't know our potential. Unfortunately, my background is in education, and I spent more than 30 plus years in the educational field. And I know the educational system all over the world is missing big time on telling people, on showing people how much they are capable of their potential. Nobody, you can go to the biggest and the largest and the most famous schools in the world and still have no idea what's your potential and how much you are capable and why. We are spiritual being. You are not your body. You are not your name. If somebody's telling you, who are you? You say, oh, this is me. You are not that. This is your body. This is, at this point in life, you are living in this body. At one point, you will live. You are more than the body. You are more than your name. You are much, much more than that. UCLA research indicates that the average person who studies, graduates, takes big positions, and is using a mere 6% of their potential. How awesome is that? I mean, look, you are in possession of a powerhouse of potential. And yet you are barely scratching the surface with 5%. Even with your big fancy position you are having now, you have absolutely no idea where you can go. You have and the beauty of it, you have everything inside of you to make it happen. Isn't Allah Kareem, Alim, Fattah, Razzaq, الغني المغني, everything, the 99, labels for Allah. You have everything. We are such an incredible machine. We can create anything we want. However, we just have to think it. And I'm going to walk you about a process for doing that. If your goal is, first of all, my career, I want something big, something, so first of all, let's go back to the beginning. So yesterday we said, goals that are worthy of your life, goals that are worthy of your life, of your life, Afaq and Rawan and Fatima. What is an exciting and scary career goal you want to achieve 6 months from now? I want you to write it down. You can put it in the chat. You can share it with me if you got the playbook. Okay, everyone. Good. What's a scary? Give me one word, something that tells me about the surging desire that's coming out of you. What's a scary career goal? You say, hell yeah, this is me. I don't know how this is going to happen, but what if I can do this? What if I can impact people with this? What if I can serve people with this? And in the process, you are going to be rewarded financially and title-wise and everything. But the main thing, you are living a life that is full of fulfillment. And work doesn't seem like a bore. Work doesn't seem like a chore anymore. Work is now becoming something you jump out of bed to go to, and not be so bored going and checking the boxes and doing the doing and writing the reports and day in, day out, day in, day out. So where are my scary career goal winners? Where are you? What are these big career goals? If it doesn't scare you, listen, if it doesn't scare you, it's not good enough for you. You see how some people, you ask them about their goals and they say, yeah, I would like to be director. But they say it and it's like something normal. You see what I mean? Then you know it's not a C-type goal. A C-type goal, after you commit to it, you're gonna be scared. You say, oh my God, will I be able to do this? When you get these things, you know you are after something that is worthy of your life. Have you decided about scary goal for 2025? Ladies, where are you? Have you decided on a scary goal? Nothing less than a scary and inspiring goal, because that's where growth is going to be. You will no longer be you, Ibtisam. You will no longer be you. You're going to need to be somebody else who is going to achieve that goal. Goal setting is a process of It's the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. It's the process of growing into that person who is achieving the goal. Are you ready for change? Are you ready for transformation? Are you saying enough is enough? I'm ready. I'm ready for the big goal. Where are my yeses? Where are my hell yeah? Where are they? Where are you? Yalla, give me the diamonds and the yeah and the yes and yeah, I'm ready. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, fiery. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Zahra, where are we going with with the next level up, Zahra? Ready. Okay. Decide. Decide right now, today. Don't listen to the voice that's telling you, I'll think about it tonight and I'll rationalize with you. If the voice is telling you, we will rationalize and we will make it logical, it's not a C-type goal. I want you to decide right now, first thing that comes into your mind, what is it that you want to achieve in 2025 or the 6 months, the first 6 months of 2025? Yalla, come on, take off, get off the comfort zone and the comfort seat. Even if you achieved a lot in 2024, that's done now. What's next? You say, I need to rest. Nobody needs a rest. If your mind is resting, it's going to search for all the excuses not to grow, and you will go back. That's the price to be paid. If you stop, you will go back. You're gonna need to get comfortable being all the time creating, all the time moving forward, all the time growing. You're gonna need to be comfortable with that, right? Okay. So for privacy's sake, maybe drop me a yes if you say, yes, I have written down at least a sentence about my C-type goal for 2025. I'm not going anywhere without this commitment, ladies. Tell me. I'm so committed to making this happen for you that I am going to walk you through the process. So tell me a yes. Yes, I have independence of my dreams. I leave an imprint. That's Umayma. She wants to leave an imprint. She wants to leave a legacy. She wants to leave something people remember her for. Okay. Be a bit more specific, ya Umayma. Right. Who else? Okay, give me a yes. Yes. I wrote my scale goal. Good job, Mariam Al-Hafar. Good job. Okay. Yalla. Yes. Or I need more time, or whatever it is that you want. Yes, written, so scary. Good for you, ya Fatima. Good for you. If it doesn't scare you, it's not good enough for you. Don't play small. Don't mess around with small goals. Yalla, commitment. Commitment that you have written down your scary goal. As a designer, I need to make that imprint to get started with the dream. Of course, Athir, yes, I did. Amazing. Zahra, me too. I have written scary goal. Good for you, ya Zahra. Scary goal. Amazing. Listen, ladies, if you have to say one word about the first thing that comes to mind about what's holding you back, why aren't you already that what you want? Why aren't you already in that diplomat's office or that governor's office or that CEO office or that director office? What is one word or a couple of words that immediately come to mind, which your mind uses to justify why you aren't already there. What does it tell you? What does it tell you? What's holding you back from having this goal in your life now? What does it say? I'm too young. I'm too young to be a diplomat. People in my country, they don't become diplomats at age 32. That's an excuse. That's logic. Okay, give me another Ibtisam. Yes, I did, in very simple words to be heard. Okay, very good. Very good. That, the start could always be one word. Okay, what's holding you back? Oh, I'm too young. I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm too old. I'm too management decision. It's not in my hands. My boss doesn't like me. Right. I have the fear. I don't have enough confidence. Okay. Right. We're going to deal with this. Fear versus brave. That's mostly what would hold me back. Okay. What else? What else? What is holding you back? If you can dig a little bit deep, ya Zahra and Ibtisam, dig a little bit deep into the fear of what? When you say the fear, immediately, is it people judging you because you failed? Is it loss of money? Is it what extend? Ask a second why. Politics. Okay. Makes sense, Rawan. Makes sense. Not buy into the excuse. No, no. Like I see what you are saying. Okay. Opportunity, an opportunity. Okay. I'm going to talk about this, yeah, fear about the opportunity. George Bernard Shaw says, opportunities, hell, I make them. If you see the idea, Ibtisam, just the feeling of being afraid. I would make a cup of coffee and sit with my fear and ask myself, what am I afraid of? Ask, dig a little bit. What is the fear? The fear of what? The fear of becoming broke, the fear of you're gonna need to dig a little bit deep into that cave we talked about yesterday. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you desire. Unless you shine some light on the fear, it's going to haunt you. It's going to control your life. It's going to scare you. It's going to prevent you from taking. But you're going to need to dig a little bit deep and be honest and vulnerable with yourself and say, what am I afraid of? You see what I mean? So, but this is already good enough answers. Thank you for sharing. Mariam, afraid of making a decision that does not make management happy, although from my perspective, I feel it is right. Nobody can make everybody happy. Decision makers, they are decisive. They follow through their decision, even if they are the only one who believe of the right decision. We can't please everyone, ya Mariam. Right, regretting the decision we're gonna make. Regretting the decision, just the feeling of being afraid. Okay, got you, got you. So here in this part, for those who missed day one, it's very important that you go back into this question, pages 4 and page 5. Page 4 and page 5. And I want you to sit, and this is the weekend in front of us, and be honest with yourself. Say, if there are no obstacles, no challenges, nothing, what would I want to achieve? Listen, at this point, when you are deciding about the goals, you might be surprised at what I'm going to tell you. You're going to need to forget about who you are. You're going to need to forget about what your dad says, what your kids want, what your husband prefers. If I want to be free, I've got to be me. Not the me my husband thinks I should be. Not the me I think my kids want me to be. Not the me I think my daughter or my sister wants me to be. If I want to be free, I've got to be me. I've got to be me. I've got to be me. You're gonna need to be content and satisfied and convinced that what you have is actually your God-given power. Your God-given power. It's actually, if you have this heart's desire in your heart, don't second you guess yourself. If you have this heart's desire in your heart, it means this is what we saw yesterday when we said, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. If God put that desire in your heart, you are the one who is meant to achieve it and bring it to the word. Don't second guess yourself. If you have that in your heart, it means one, you are capable of doing it, because in terms of ability, God put the same mental faculties for us to achieve anything we want. The same mind, the same mental faculties for Einstein or Mark Zuckerberg or Jeff Bezos or Allah Dimazu Wali al-Ahd. And look at, they are young, they are old, they are, and they can do things. These are the movers and shakers in the world. And I bet if you are in here today, you are a mover and shaker in your own way, and you have absolutely no idea what you are capable of. Hey, trust what you've got in your heart. There is a point where you need to isolate, you need to protect your goal from all the outside eyeballs on you. There are lots of eyeballs on you. Ah, that Rawan, what is she working on? What is she doing, moving, and da da da. There are eyeballs on you. You're gonna need to protect your goal. You're gonna need, at one point, you are the only one. You are the only one who knows that this goal is yours and that you can achieve it. You are going to be, and you look around, there's a point when you are following your goals and you're going to look around and you are not going to see anyone. You're not going to see anyone. You see, you're putting in front, one foot in front of the next towards your goal, and you don't see anybody who's done it before. You are the first one in that particular thing you are doing in innovation. You're going to be the first one doing it. Ladies, you are first generation ladies in the GCC who are making waves. Understand this. You see what I mean? I get you. I get you. I understand, because I was scared myself. I was scared. And, for me, leaving behind a university professor, comfortable position, long tenure, after more than 20 years was scary. Hell, it was so painful and so scary. I would spend nights crying on my own, but nobody knew when I made that decision to leave that stable, comfortable job. I did not tell anyone. I accepted an offer, as I said, from the US, and I signed a contract to go to Saudi in 1 year. And I was doing, while everybody, I was looking at my family, my kids, my husband, my mom, and everybody, and I was saying, oh my God, if my mom knew that I'm leaving the, and she's so proud of my Binti Doctora, and she would be so proud, of that. And then all of a sudden she said, oh, she left her job for like what, 1 year contract somewhere? And I was scared. I mean, can you believe it? I lived 1 year. Nobody knew about my decision. I didn't even tell my job, nothing. Nobody knew anything, about that. And I look at my kids and I say, oh my God, what if I'm making a decision and they are teenagers and I'm making a decision that's going to affect their life, their education, because they were school age? What if in Riyadh I don't find French speaking schools? And when you make that first decision to say, you know what, I'm going, it feels good here. I'm going to go and then I will solve these problems as they come, one at a time. And oh my God, I mean, if I knew what was waiting for me out there, God's plan is always 100, a million, a trillion times better than your own plan. You can be with your little mind trying to rationalize what is the best decision. But when you take a bet on what God is transmitting to you and putting in your heart and saying, Afaq, go there, Rawan, go there, Fatima, go there, Ibtisam, do it, and Umayma, do it. Wow, you have no idea what's waiting for you in there. No idea what's waiting for you in there. So, what's holding you back? Listen, I want you to read this. It's in your playbook, but read it again. What's holding you back? It's not who you are that holds you back. It's not who you are that's holding you back. It's who you think you are not. It's who you think you are not. And I'm going to do this exercise right now for you so as you discover what is holding you back a step further. Start a sentence. Think about yourself. Think about yourself and say, I'm not da da da. Fill in the blanks. Say, I'm not. I'm not. I think I'm not what? What is the word you are going to use to complete the sentence? I'm not what? I'm looking in the chat. I'm watching you. I'm waiting for you. I'm seeing you. Where are me? I'm not what? Athir, you say I'm not what? I'm not what? Umayma, I'm not what? Maryam, I'm not what? I'm not a back office employee. Good for you, Yabtisem. Rise, rise, get out of there. I'm not. I'm not. But here, what I meant is when you say, I'm not very sociable. I don't like networking. I'm not very sociable. That I'm not sociable is running in your mind. It's a program running in your mind that is controlling how much social you can get. When you say, I'm not a good communicator, you say, for example, in my job, I'm a powerhouse. I work a lot, but I'm not a good communicator. I don't communicate my worth really well. I don't communicate what I do. I don't know how to put myself out there really well. That, what you said, I'm not a good communicator, that is a program that is holding you back, that is not allowing you to step up. So find out, I'm not a quitter. Definitely, you are not a quitter. Never. Never, ever. I'm not weak. I'm not weak. You are not. So ask yourself these questions. And you know what? And then sit back. Ask yourself the question and sit back. I guarantee you're going to start receiving the answers. I've just been certified as a NLP practitioner. I became an NLP practitioner 3 days ago. And, there are techniques and ways that now I can teach which allow you to get answers for every single thing you want and so much more. All the answers are within. And this is what I'm going to explain to you today. Because a lot of people get trapped, get stuck into the circumstances, the condition, the company, the economy, the politics, and they forget that the entire world outside is a reflection of you. I'm not saying the economy is not affecting or the company is not affecting, but you, by controlling how you think, how you feel, and how you act, which I'm going to tackle today, you will be migrating and positioning yourself in front of things which are in alignment with who you are. You see what I mean? So I'm not saying these, if you want these circumstances and conditions, of course you will attract more of them. But if you don't want them, you start thinking differently and you're going to notice that a different type of reality is coming to you. All I'm saying, ladies, whatever you feel is holding you back, that's exactly what you need to detach from. That's what you need to cut off from. Okay. Once you do that, for the ladies who are here with us for the first time, this is your action plan. Listen, knowing is not a problem. Everybody, I mean, information is for free. Information today is for free. You can press a button and get all the information in the world. This is not about knowing. This is about implementing. This is about taking action. So once you achieved or finished writing your goal, what I want you to do, I want you to write your goal. So this is the action item from lesson 1. I want you to write your goal on, buy an index card from Jarir. They sell those index cards, or I have like branded index cards. So it could be like this. This is my goal. Or it could be a simple piece like this, right? It's a piece of paper, and then you do it like this. But you need this. Promise me that you are not going to get into 2025 without a goal card. I need a promise. I need a committed decision in the chat. Ladies. Thank you, Athir. Thank you, Athir. Drop in the chat. Drop in the chat. Wallah. Drop in the chat that you will have a new goal card. Even if you wrote it before, I want you to take a fresh goal card. Take a fresh goal card or a piece of paper. I want you to cut it like this, and I want you to write in it the goal that you said you're going to do. And you say, what am I going to do with it? So first, you write it on the card. That's important. Second, you're going to read it twice daily and see yourself in possession of the position you dream about. So if it's a position, you are going to see yourself in possession of the position you dream about. And you dream about having or about doing. It could even be a goal, a financial goal. It could even be a financial goal that you want in here. A bonus, if you can take a selfie with a goal, you put the goal like this, and you take a selfie and share it with me. That will be an extra layer of commitment. An extra layer of commitment, because I will haunt you. I will follow you. You will remember me in your dreams. You say, oh my God, I committed to Nabila to do this. An extra layer of commitment. So you write your goal on a card, you read it first thing in the morning and before you go to sleep. And then, see yourself in that position. And I'm going to talk about this today. About how you see yourself in that position. And another thing, you can take a selfie and share it with me. Now, today we are going to talk about self-image and self-confidence and magnetic confidence. First of all, let's do a quick, if you like, assessment. Okay. Where is your level of confidence at this point in time? Yalla, 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 everyone. If your best friend were to tell me about you, imagine your best friend. This is not you telling me about you, because your assessment could be, biased. But imagine your best friend. She knows you really, really well, or your sister, or If your best friend were to tell me about you, what would she say about your level of confidence at work? Answer. Magnetic. Nobody can touch me. Hanging in there. Losing speed. Sinking. I need help. Where are you? 80% magnetic. I love the precision, ya Mariam. 100, Rawan, good. Magnetic confidence. I actually asked them before a year, and what's out there, ya Maria, Ibtisam, before a year, but I'm just hanging in there. So this is how you are perceived. Some people see you like this, but inside you feel it's different. Very huge. Who else? Yalla, where are my answers? Okay. Amazing. Amazing. One. Okay, great. Hanging in there. Yasmin. Okay, right. Keep this answer because it's going to help you. Okay. Number 5, identify the stage of self-confidence you usually get stuck in. At which stage you get stuck? At which stage of the process you get stuck in? Is it at stage 1? From the get-go, it's difficult for you to take off? Is it stage 2? I don't know. I'm almost arrived and then I lose heart. Or stage through, stage 3, I arrive, but imposter syndrome and scam syndrome kicks in. And it says, who are you to be this? And it starts second guessing, and you start second guessing yourself. I have this amazing lady by the name of Reem, and she says, not her real name, by the way, I use different. And she says, Dr. Nabil, I'm in this position. And the majority of the people who are around me in the company, they are older than me. But management decided that I am going to be the head of department. She says, I feel like a scam. I mean, every day I go to work and I feel like a scam. I feel like I'm, I don't deserve. Why would I do it? Why would somebody be PhD and I'm their leader and I'm their... You need to know that it's not about the PhD. It's more than the PhD. Confidence is more than the PhD. So this is, let me stop this and start sharing. Right. Right. I think we stopped somewhere. Okay. So here, the 3 stages, they go like this. And I want you to tell me 1, 2, or 3. You might be someone who has a zillion of ideas, billions of ideas, yet may find it difficult to get started. I will do it tomorrow, when I have money, when the kids go to college. This is like lack of self-confidence from the get-go, from the initial stage. Stage 2, you could be almost there. You see the story about the acres of time. You could be almost there. You're just very close to a breakthrough. You open a business, you say, yeah, I deserve. I open a business, you open a business, you do the research, and then you are just very close to, sometimes it takes a little bit more time than expected for you to start the production and start the money rolling in. And then you say, you know what? I'm tired. I don't think I don't think this is gonna work. Let me go back to the 9 to 5 job. So you could be almost there and you start doubting and worrying and you give up the project. Why is that? Because you are measuring the realization of an idea with your logical mind. Now, your logical mind cannot measure what's spiritual, cannot measure the time it takes for an idea to become a reality. When you measure what you have imagined as a goal, and you measure it with the realism of your logic, you will always stop shorter than expected. And that's where the majority stop. They could be very close to a breakthrough. Always remember the example of Jack Ma, the English language teacher who created Alibaba and AliExpress. His name is Jack Ma, and he is an English language teacher. And there is a famous video in which he talks about where himself and his colleagues, when they started Alibaba, there was a point in time where they decided they are going to shut down the business. There were, I think, a small group of 6 or something. They're going to shut down the business and then split the things before they lose. And just a few days later, Alibaba started flooding with money and purchases and everything. And that video just hit me. It's a clear example of this, that sometimes your logic starts messing up in your mind just as you are very, very close to a breakthrough. Stage 3, you arrive. You take the position. You take the salary, the very good salary. You dream of a salary, you reach it, and then you start self-sabotaging yourself. You start second-guessing yourself. If you do not have a plan for staying confident and staying steadfast that you deserve it, the subconscious mind is going to come back and is going to make you change your mind. That's called the scam syndrome. Like you don't deserve, you don't belong there. And you start saying why, and it comes in symptoms like why me? Why me? Unworthy. Like I'm earning 100K, sir. That's too much. That's a ton of money. If somebody says that's a ton of money, there is a subconscious belief that maybe I don't deserve 100K. Watch your language. Your language tells you a lot about what's going on at a subconscious level. Do I have what it takes? So tell me, is it 1, 2, or 3? Where are you? Where mostly do you lack self-confidence? Is it from the get-go? You find it difficult to get started? Or number 2, you're almost there and then you stop, you lose heart, and you say, maybe I don't need this in my life. Or 3, you arrive, you take the position, you take the money. And these examples are real. Some people take good positions and take a solid paycheck, and you will notice sometimes they just don't stay there too long, and they go back to, and they always have an excuse. They always have an excuse. Oh, you know what? I didn't like the environment. The environment was toxic. Oh, the I didn't get along with the boss. And it's always a good excuse, but it's never the real reason. The real reason is that your self-image was not a good match for the position. The real reason why you did not stay there is because your self-image is set at a point that is lower than that. I tend to doubt and worry, but never give up. That's Fatima. This is number 2, Fatima. Yeah. So today we talk about self-image. What do you think? Where does lack of confidence, Zahra and Athir, and you said, I need to be more confident to do what I have in mind or to achieve my goal. What do you think? I mean, for you to gain this confidence, what needs to happen? Where do you think that confidence comes from? Is it something innate? People are born confident, or is it something you can acquire? Where does confidence, or where does confidence or lack of confidence come? Where does it come from? What do you think? I think from ourselves. It comes from ourselves. Where does confidence come from? Where does lack of confidence come from? Self-image, says Athir, from our mind. Yeah, big time. Lack of confidence comes from ignorance. So all your answers are correct. Let me explain. Ignorance means, it doesn't mean you don't have the information. Ignorance, the lack of confidence comes from ignorance. It comes from not knowing. You say, Nabila, not knowing what? I know my skills, I know my industry. Not knowing. What is it that you don't know? What is it that you don't know that is ending with you in a lack of self-confidence? So if ignorance is the source of lack of confidence, then what is the source of confidence? So where does magnetic confidence come from? I think you would know the answer. Where does it come from? What's the opposite of ignorance? If lack of confidence comes from ignorance, where does magnetic confidence come from? Give me the word, yalla, type it up. Knowledge, yay, effort. Good job. It comes from knowledge. Now the question is, it's the knowledge of what? To develop magnetic, unshakable confidence, we need knowledge. There are three types of knowledge. Number one, the knowledge that we are born confident. It's a fact that we are all, as babies, we are born confident. Confidence is our birthright. It's not the other way around. So we are born confident. You say, then what happened? Why I don't have it now? We need to know what happened in between. Why did you lose it? Or how did you lose it? Or what happened? What's the story you are telling yourself that made you forget it or lose it or second guess it? So here, number one, because God is perfect, you are nothing than perfect when you come into this life. You came here as a perfect, happy baby, full of confidence that you can get, you can take, you can do, you can be, you can become anything you want, right? But we lost it. We lost it out of being exposed to some adults in our life who reprogrammed our thinking. They gave us another image, another picture of the word, another view of the word through consistent, constant messages. Athir, don't do that. Athir, don't play with boys. Athir, you are a woman. You cannot compete with boys. See that sentence. Athir, you are a girl. You can't compete with boys. Athir, you are a girl. Your brothers should take a priority or certain things. These remain there and they will be with you even when you are in a board meeting or something and an elder male colleague is talking or something, and inside you don't even notice it, but inside there is an adjustment that says, a psychological adjustment that says, I'll let him speak first. That's okay. I'll let, or somebody is stepping on your toes, or somebody is, for example, taking your work, and even your boss is taking your work and putting it in his name, and then you feel like you don't want to stand up for yourself. You don't want to, for example, speak up about that, or conditions and circumstances could be very different. But the decision to speak up for yourself or not, of course, I gave this example and it's very, if you like, a general, but it comes from knowledge. Knowledge of what? Knowledge that we are born confident. It's the more you have knowledge about who you are, the more you have knowledge about how you start becoming confident, the more you will become confident. Confidence is not a state of mind that I have it or I don't have it. Confidence is something you build one piece at a time every day. And we are going to talk, I'm going to give you the step-by-step process for how to start building this self-confidence. You are what you consistently do. You are what you consistently tell yourself. Let me repeat this. You are what you consistently think. You are what you consistently talk about. The way you talk about yourself defines your confidence level. The way you think about yourself defines your confidence level. The way you take action upon what you think defines your confidence level. I bet the people who said, I'm not, I'm afraid of following my goal because I lack confidence. Are you taking action, or have you started taking action towards your goal? Ask yourself the question, because confidence comes from taking action. You say taking action about what? Taking action to know more, to know yourself. In the Bible, it says, know thyself, meaning know yourself. You're going to need to know yourself really, really well to understand that you have this confidence, you have the key for building it up, and you have the key for losing it. And it's up to you through what you are doing on a daily basis with your mind. You are doing that yourself. You say, okay, Nabila. So now let's get going on. So what is this thing? That's the knowledge of what? We said the knowledge that you are born confidence. And the second thing that you need to know is the knowledge of your mind. I think it's Zahra or somebody who said the knowledge of my mind. You're going to need this information here is golden. You say, yeah, I know it. I know it. Are you implementing it? Are you aligning your life according to this knowledge? I know some of you in this group, you already know this information, but are you implementing it? Are you aligning your life along with it? Or is your action on a daily basis from the moment you wake up in the morning to the moment you hit the sack at the end of the day? Is your daily activity aligned with this? You say, what is this information? The information that your intellectual mind and your subconscious mind, these are two different parts. This information is transformational. If you can accept this information at a deep cellular level, that you have two parts in your mind, there is one part that thinks, which is the conscious mind, al-wa'i. But this conscious mind that thinks, this conscious mind that has all your degrees and your skills and everything, it is not responsible for what happens in your life. It's responsible for only 2 to 4% of what happens in your life. So you can think as much as you think, but is it going to start happening tomorrow? No. You say, okay, then what is the part that is controlling my results, my life, my position, the career I want? It's something called the subconscious mind. اللاوعي أو العقل الباطن. This subconscious mind doesn't think. It's a series of programs. of mental programs. And it controls, this is the big deal about it, it's controlling the greatest majority of your actions and therefore your results in life. It's controlling 96 to 98%. And that's why you think, yeah, I deserve. But you are here. You're not doing. I'll do it tomorrow. Because there's a gap. Because what you think you can do and what you actually do, they are not aligned. Why? Because the two parts, the conscious and subconscious, they are not talking to each other. They're not talking to each other. There's one part that's thinking, and there is one part that is going on a program to do day in, day out what you are doing on a daily basis, and has absolutely no idea what you want. Has absolutely no idea what you want. So see this little blue part, this is your conscious mind. And this gray area, that's the subconscious mind. And you see that 96 to 98%, the gray area, that's what's controlling your life. And that's what's setting the boundaries of anything you achieve. It's like you say, I'm trying, and there is a glass ceiling in front of me. There's a glass ceiling above my head. It's been 6 years I'm in the same career. It's been 2 years I'm in the same career. And I know I can do better, and I know I can do more, and I know I can be better, but I don't seem to get along. What's going on? Your biggest program in the subconscious mind, the biggest program in the subconscious mind is called your self-image. Inside of us, we have an image of ourselves. It's the image of what has been scripted in our life from when we were babies. If we are told long enough that we are not enough, that we don't deserve, that money is scarce, that money doesn't grow on trees, that rich people are filthy, that people who drive Lamborghini are arrogant, that bosses are always micromanagers, that people who get in the C-suite positions, they need to have wasta, otherwise they will never get into a position. All of these are examples of programs that we accept. They become part of our self-image. And guess what? They are going to decide what happens in our life. Why? Because as Maxwell Maltz in the previous quote, Maxwell Maltz is a plastic surgeon, and he wrote an amazing book called Psycho-Cybernetics. He said, we can never go beyond our self-image, because self-image sets the boundaries of your individual accomplishment, right? You say, why is that? See, this is an example. Our self-image, think of it like a thermostat. See, in your home, probably you have a thermostat where you arrange the temperature of the AC or the temperature of the heater. It's a thermostat. It regulates. It's exactly that. Your self-image now is regulating your income at a level. This is what you think is sufficient and is enough for afaq, or this is what your subconscious mind believes is okay for somebody else. You can have the same position, the same skills, the same degrees, but one person says 25,000 riyals. Never. I will never work for 25,000 riyals. And somebody else might find this quite decent. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's about what you accept for yourself. You don't even decide logically whether to accept it or not. There's something inside that says 30,000, yeah, I can do with that. And there's exactly the same position for somebody else, and they say, nope, 30,000, no. What decides, what makes the difference? It's self-image. You might have noticed some people younger than you, less qualified, no expertise. They don't have a fraction of your expertise. And they are happily moving up and up in positions. And you say, why, how are they doing it? They must be da da da, and they must have this. It's their self-image. So my question for you is, when are you going to allow yourself to accept that big C-type goal in your life? Are you ready? Are you ready to receive that big C-type goal in your life? Are you ready? Is it a yes or a no? Are you ready? Because it's in your hands. Listen, it's your responsibility. Nobody is coming. Nobody is coming. You are, the buck stays with you. You are the only one responsible for things happening in your life. So are you ready? Where are my yeses? Are you ready? Because if you are ready, open the door and fear is no more. Open the door, decide, make a committed decision that I am going to do whatever it takes to change this self-image, to set it not at 25,000 riyals. I'm going to set it at 100K, SAR, at 100,000 riyals. I'm going to set it at 150. I'm going to set it here. I'm going to open 2 businesses and I'm going to set my income at 500,000. Secret? There's absolutely no limit to what you can do, have, and experience. You know what's the only problem? The only problem, people want to see the results and they say, yeah, show me the results and I will do whatever it takes. No, you do the necessary changes and watch the results come into your life. The beef first, the results later. Look at this. This is an example of how self-image works. Let's imagine your plane takes off from Riyadh and is going to Paris Charles de Gaulle, landing in there. Now you see, the pilot can set the plane on autopilot. He has an autopilot, so he sets it, and he can even come at the back of the plane and he can watch a movie with you because the plane is on course. But at one point, it comes here and there is a turbulence and it goes up a little bit. Now, what the autopilot is going to do is going to bring it back to the course. Or it could go down a little bit. It's going to bring it back to the course. So the second the plane leaves, there is a cybernetic system that is activated and puts it back on course. The same with your self-image. If your self-image is at, let's say, I think 50,000 riyals is too much. If you think that's a ton of money, if you say something like this, your subconscious mind is going to be sure that even if you get 50,000, it's going to bring it back to less than 50,000. So what you are going to do, what am I going to do so as my self-image, my subconscious mind accepts the narrative, the story that I deserve, that I deserve to be in this place, that I deserve to leave a legacy, that I want this, that, and I'm committed to do whatever it takes. So it's enough to say at this point that your subconscious mind, let me show you an image here. And this is exactly where self-image, this is like a funny representation of the mind, but imagine the big circle is your mind. It's divided into conscious mind and subconscious mind. Your self-image is hosted in the deep, deep recesses of your subconscious mind. You don't have control over it until you change the program of the self-image. So the conscious mind, 2 to 4%, it thinks as much as it thinks, wishful thinking, dreams, but it never affects what you do. Simply because the subconscious has no idea about the story. That's why people think, yeah, I need to lose some kilos. But the next morning, they eat that piece of cake. The next morning, they skip a gym. Why is that? Because consciously they know they need to go to gym. They know they should stop eating cake. But subconsciously, there is no story of I need. Their self-image is still at the image, we are a little bit overweight in the family. That's a self-image that's out there. Now, that self-image is responsible for what the body is going to do. It's responsible for all the actions that you are going to do in your life. So the subconscious mind is the one responsible or giving orders to your body. It's responsible for your actions, and your actions are going to control your results. I love it. Now Ines says, I'm very realistic about myself since I'm out of work since 2019. I know which level of skills and knowledge I have and what I can give. And much more than that, ya Ines. I want you right now, because I'm promised to be very practical on this, I want you to take pen and paper, draw the big circle, and draw the small circle, and tell me right now what's going on in your mind. What's going on in the conscious mind? What's going on in the subconscious mind? And what is the action that you are seeing in your life? Let's start with your results. Start with here. Draw the circles. What kind of results right now you are having? Write it down. Like, I don't have the career of my dreams. I'm in a position less than my career. I'm not earning, I'm earning half of what I should be earning. Whatever results you are not happy with, write it down as your results. Write it down, write down the results you are not happy with. Write down the results you are not happy with. Meaning, I'm not appreciated at my work. I don't have the income I deserve. I'm not acknowledged. My boss, whatever results you're not happy with, write them here. Then I want you to look at how these results, they are actually the outcome, the reflection of certain actions you are doing without even knowing. Why? Because it's your self-image that is giving them, that is doing them automatically without even you knowing. So here there is a conflict between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. I want you to understand your conflict. What's going on at your conscious level? I deserve double salary. Subconscious level, what's going on at subconscious level? What are your actions and what are your results? Conscious level, I think. Subconscious level, I feel. I act. It's the behavior at the level of the body. And that is what is giving you results. Let me explain further. This is the self-image of a not good enough person. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me? Oof, I exceeded the time. Are you with me? And I know it's Thursday. And are you with me? Okay, stay with me. Stay with me. Good, 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 good. So this is the selfie. I'm going to give you an example of not good enough person in a career. Okay. So here, intellectually, he says, I qualify for the promotion. But the subconscious mind has no idea. The self-image is the self-image of not good enough. It says, I have to sweat and struggle to get anything. So here you see there is a conflict. This is a conflict that you need to solve to get before you start applying. And that's why I always say, stop applying. Stop applying. If you are applying and hearing cricket, if you are applying and you're not hearing feedback, there is a disconnect. There is a disconnect in here that you need to solve. You need to work on your self-image before you start receiving the results. So here, intellectually, she says, I qualify. But the subconscious says, no, you need to struggle. You need to struggle to get anything. You need to sweat. You're not good enough for that position. The action is going to be taken from the red place, not from the white place. And as a result, you stay in the same struggle position. It's like the thermostat. When a person mentally sees herself as qualifying for a promotion, yet the person inside, deep inside, believes, والله, it can't be true. مو معقول. It can't be true. It can't be this easy. This easy, they are asking me to get promoted. This easy, they are offering me double salary. No, I have to work hard to get it. If this person has like a concept, I have to work hard, then all she is going to get is work hard. The easy positions, Rawan come here, Afaq come here, Athir go there to New York, you're going to say, no, this is not logical. Could be a scam. Not true. There's something in there. Your mind is going to do this. Why? Because it has no narrative about Athir or Afaq or Rawan doing that. That's what happens. It will self-sabotage you and bring you back to exactly what you believe to be true about yourself. So the part that is holding you back from reaching your goal is what? The part of your mind. There's one part of your mind that's keeping you chained in your current results. 6 years, 3 years, 4 years, even 6 months. If you know you deserve to be more, you should free yourself from the chain. It's an autopilot system. Paradigms, a series of beliefs. Do you need them anymore? If they are not serving your future, do you need them anymore? No, let them go. And here we have a system for changing this self-image. How do we change the self-image? First of all, you cannot move anywhere without a direction, without a goal, without a big goal, without a big star that's giving you a direction. That's number one. Second, self-image right now is the one that's telling you, do you really think you can be governor? Or you can be you can be her excellency, or you can be this, or you can be that. That's the part that's holding you back. So it is becoming very clear that the challenge is with a disempowering self-image. And until we change, until we do an upgrade, an update to a self-image, nothing is going to happen. You know, when I tell you about the story about my daughter at 12, when she said she wanted to study in this place abroad, I mean, I was leaving my paradigms, my self-image, university professor, driving her little car, working 9 hours per week. She has like a small apartment, you know, and life seemed perfect. You see what I mean? And it's like it was a strong emotional impact. It's until when my daughter said that she wanted to say, it's like it hit me like a rock, because they said, oh my God, so if I want to do this for her, then what needs to happen? And I found that the change was going to be huge. And I said, hell yeah, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it happen for her. And my journey wasn't easy. I mean, if you think it's going to be all easy and so on, I had to unlearn. I had to let go of my beliefs of myself as a university professor and, the status and with the students. And, university professors could be arrogant a little bit. But we have a set self-image about that, about academia and da da da. And I had to unlearn all of that because I knew it was not going to serve me. So that was a first big self-image change for me, at that point. There was a second time. Again, my daughter was the one who made me change my self-image. One day she came home and she said, you know what? Yeah, she speaks her mind and she says, my friends have cool parents. And I thought, cool parents, what does it mean, cool parent? What does it mean, cool parent? I mean, I'm not a cool parent for you. She says, no. And I had to kind of swallow a little bit my pride and try to understand, her needs for cool parents. And that was another process because I had to unlearn certain things I learned from childhood about parenthood, about the status between, parents and children. And I had to close the gap to come closer to her. And that was a second big self-image change. If I show you a picture of me 15 years ago, you will never believe it. That's not me, All my old pictures are so different from where I am right now. And today, even more, becoming like a business owner or a multiple six-figure business owner. Like if you told me when I was a teacher that one day, Nabila, you will have a multiple six-figure business, I'll tell you, go away, just go away. That's, there's there's absolutely nothing that can even hint that that could be possible for me. And when I left the 9 to 5 job, because that was my choice, I decided I will not leave the 9 to 5 job. And I was country executive director in my beautiful, beautiful second home, Saudi. I was country executive director. When I put in my resignation, people were saying, Dr. Nabila, why? What is it we can do? And I stayed there more than 14 years. What is it that we can do for you to continue to do the beautiful work? You opened the university in Riyadh, you did the one in Dammam and so on. So why? What is it? What can we do for you? And I said, no, I'm just ready for takeoff. At that point, I decided that I will leave the 9 to 5 position to have my time and money freedom when I doubled the income I was receiving from university. When I left the university at that point, I was making 5 times what I was earning from the 9 to 5 job as country executive director. Listen, life is an absolutely, absolutely amazing ride if you decide to unlearn old beliefs about yourself and learn new beliefs that are going to serve you in your next level up. So let's recapitulate. Let's recapitulate. So self-confidence comes from knowing. Knowing what? Knowing yourself, knowing the laws of the mind, how the mind works. And if I start thinking like this and I start feeling like this is going to happen. If I do this is going to happen, and so on and so forth. You need to burn this information in your heart and work and live your life by it. And you need a repetition system that you are going to do in order to change your self-image. You say, give it to me. Give it to me. What is the process of self-image? Right. Okay. What we are going to do, I perhaps if I have time, I'll go over this tomorrow. This is so important as information. But what you are going to do tomorrow for yourself is you put your goal card in front of you, and you really, really put yourself in the spirit of your goal. You say, I'm so happy and grateful. Oh my God. Yeah, I want this position, and see yourself in possession of the goal. And then what I want you to do, I want you to start writing, start writing the person in the space below. Use, if you like, what we studied today to write your desired self-confidence goal. Who is that Zahra who has achieved this goal? Who is that Afaq that has achieved this goal? Describe her. How does she think? What does she do? How does she walk? How does she talk? Who does she interact with? How outgoing and sociable is she? Study her, get to know exactly what is it that you want. What is the person you want to become? Who is she? Who is she like? How does she think? If you have no idea, I had to do studies. I had to study people like over and over and over and over and over again. In my family, we have no entrepreneur, no people who are multiple business. We are all doctors and lawyers and teachers, like old school things. But I had absolutely no idea. My brother, who is university professor, he said at the beginning, he did not believe. He said, you are leaving your job and you are going and doing your gig here. And I said, yes. And he couldn't believe, where is the confidence I'm having for saying, yeah, I can do it. And it's coming from understanding, because when you make one jump, you can make a million jump. Now you tell me about anything, it's going to scare me, but still I'm going to do it. Why? Because I know you have to do it scared. So I'm giving you the answer, ya Zahra, and I think Fatima, if you are scared, that's good. Do it scared. Break through your fear and ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? You're going to notice when you unpack the fear, you're going to notice your mind has been amplifying the fear to stop you. It's not that big deal of a thing. If it's the people, the judgment of people, people will say, oh, Zahra failed, and then they will turn around. They have more issues, more challenges, more problems in their own life than thinking about you all day long. They'll talk about you for 1 minute and move on, and so on and so forth. Get excited and get ready to take control of your life. This is your life. This is your life. It is your responsibility. If you are waiting for somebody or something to happen for you to get going, you're going to wait for some time. The buck stays with you. Nobody is coming. Nobody is coming. Get going at changing what's in your mind and watch miracles happen. What I want you to do, I want you in the space below to write about yourself now. I am in this position and I'm doing this and I'm not happy about this and I'm not happy about the salary and I want to improve my situation and da da da. And the second part, I want you to write a script of you as that person who has achieved the C-type goal. Who is she? What is she like? How much is she earning? What brands does she wear? What car does she drive? How is her life with her kids? And. Then what I want you to do, I'll tell you what to do with it tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are going to close the gap between where we are and where we want to be. So lesson one, that yesterday we saw where we want to be. Today we saw what's holding us back. Tomorrow we get the roadmap or the step-by-step process on how to close the gap, to close your gap between where you are and where you want to be. Do you have questions, ladies? Do you have questions? class. Apologize for it. Absolutely, Ibtisam, no worries. I know it's
I
Thursday.
have question, Doctora.
Please, Rawan, come
How
on.
are you? I miss you
I'm
so
doing
much.
awesome. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. Doctora, okay, you said like sometimes the subconscious mind will take you back if you are like for doubting, for example, your position or your salary or whatever. But what if like you know people that you know that they are not doubting, but things are happening to them? Why don't we think like maybe it's the best for them now, and then or it's 100% due to their doubting, that's why they're having this decrease, for example.
Listen, it's a very good question, Rawan. It's about this. If they feel they are really okay where they are, it's all about the state of alignment. It's the state of alignment. Are you happy? Are you fulfilled? Are you, if you like, inspired? If that is happening, then even when they go back, maybe that's what they want. But if they believe they can do better, but still they experience a drop, it's a self-image thing. There is a self-image that is not sustained at that level.
Very clear.
It's the alignment. It's when you do this, when you connect you with you, how does it feel? Does it feel right? Or does it feel out of sync?
Very clear. Thank you.
Absolutely, by all means. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow for day 3, the grand finale. Bring your friends, bring family members, bring people. This is the time where we, in fact, every day is the right time to change your life. Every day is a good opportunity. When we wake up in the morning, every day is a good day to restart, to hit the restart button, to say, hell yeah, I deserve, and start a process of transformation. But New Year, generally, people connect it with New Year and so on. So if there's somebody who is just stuck somewhere where they don't want to be, maybe they need a little push. Maybe they need some information to open their mind. So invite them to come along. Thank you, everyone. We are going to drop a link. This is special for if anybody wants to go on a strategy call with me, and I'm putting it exceptionally for the people who are already here, so as you have the priority and the privilege of booking your calls first before we open it for everyone else. We're going to put the booking, the strategy call link in the chat, and there you have it. So if you want to book an early call for a strategy call to know exactly, say, I just want to get with Nabila and know exactly what is it that is, we're going to dig deep into what is it that's holding me back and what is the career trajectory that I can do, and have a step-by-step implementation, of course, of the process. Your link is there. Thank you, everyone, and good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Do your homework. Write your self-image. Write the self-image as it is right now, and write the self-image of the person who achieved the goal. Tomorrow, I'm going to ask you to do some burning. You're going to burn some stuff. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye-bye. And great weekend for our Saudi colleagues. Bye-bye.